You are listening to the Gamer Watch podcast.
And here we go, the first recording of 2022. Right. First of all, unlucky for all of you fuckers because I'm still here. The baby's not yet arrived. So gutted. I will be having a nice little farewell message though at the end of this episode. But yeah, little bit gutted. You always put up with me.
A little snort.
Gutted, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I was going to tell a story this week, and I then thought it's not actually that funny. It was basically, we ordered a pizza, and Shannon was supposed to send me the order number, but we found out that on the Domino's Pizza app, you can just share your order to Facebook. So she just shared her Facebook story was what we were eating for dinner. It was just really stupid.
Why is that a thing?
I have literally no idea.
Seems stupid.
Absolutely no idea. However, that's not my story. My story happened last night. So, Shannon is very, very pregnant. As of right now, she's 39 weeks and 5 days pregnant. So she is
pregnant.
She is pregnant. She's not got a bit of a bump. She has a child inside her that is trying to alien itself out of her stomach. That's how it works, I'm pretty sure. So with that, it means that her entire body aches and she has pains and the baby kicks her in the ribs. And to be perfectly honest, Christmas was a bit shit because we spent most of it in and out of doctor's appointments and in and out of hospital, which was not fun during a pandemic. However, last night she stayed up watching this true crime Netflix show about the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles. There was 4 episodes. We started it at 10 o'clock and by 2 o'clock we were in bed and she was still watching it because she's got insomnia, which is also, I didn't know this, a pregnancy symptom. So finally, at about 2 o'clock, she goes to turn the telly off. Turns the telly off, puts her phone on charge, sets her alarm, and she gets a phone call at 2:30 from the GP that was supposed to call her back a day ago. This is in the morning, 2:30 in the morning, about an ear infection that she's got. She didn't answer the phone. Then she needs to go to the toilet because she's got a baby basically playing football with her bladder. So she gets up, goes to the toilet, comes back, gets into bed, and she turned to face me, and I turned to face her, and I opened my eyes, and I grabbed her hand, and I shoved it down my pants. And then she looked at me and she went, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Yeah, that's his name, isn't it?" And then fell asleep. And I have no memory of any of that whatsoever. Like, literally no memory. So at 3 a.m, she was finally about to get to sleep. And out of nowhere, I grabbed her hand and she said, she's like, "Oh, that's really cute. He's like holding my hand in bed. That's so sweet." And within a second, I had just put it down my pants and then said, "That's what his name is," and then fell back to sleep.
What was his name? I need to know his name.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell was going on. She asked me about it this morning and I thought she was joking, but nope. Apparently I just fully made her touch my peen during the middle of the night and then said, "Oh, what's that bloke called?" And then turned around and then snored myself to sleep.
That's his name.
Yeah. I don't remember any of it.
Was it John the Masseuse?
Wasn't it? It was John.
That or Fritzl, who knows?
Bingo this week.
That's my ridiculous little story. I thought that's funnier than a pizza story. So if you've got Harry Bingo and you're playing along at home, you can tick off the one where I'm a pervert. That one can be ticked off the list. Got the Fritzl
on the way.
Little lad on the way. Whole diatribe. Off we go.
How are you feeling? You a bit poorly today, Harry? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not poorly actually.
You're going to die this week.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm all right. So if you are playing Harry Bingo and you are playing along, don't forget to get your cards out now. And on that, Shaun, what is today's bingo call?
You should also you know that program 100 Ways to Die. You should just do one where it's different ways of being ill.
Yes. Yeah, I'll do that.
New
while
YouTube
I'm off.
content.
100 ways to be sick.
Yeah. I'll do that while I'm off. There'll just be every single day for 100 days will be me like, "My tummy hurts
new illness
today." Yeah.
You'll end up recording some kind of like Bo Burnham Inside special, won't you, for the channel? Just your descent into madness.
Yeah, is my absolute journey, my sleep deprived journey into double daddiness where I slowly go mad. It will be like watching The Shining, but not quite as good. So yeah, that's my story about how I sexually assaulted my pregnant partner at 3 a.m. So welcome
Tremendous.
to Gamers Watch.
Witching hour. You may have been possessed, mate.
I mean, it
you know,
might
I
have
like
been.
on my ghost stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
And it,
yeah, thinking about.
it might have been a full moon. I don't really know. Couldn't really care. But yeah, that's my story. So thank you all for listening. And don't worry, I won't be here next week. Oh, and also, welcome to the show, Dutch. Nice to have you on again.
Thanks.
Really nice to welcome you onto the show.
Yeah, it's great to be back as always.
So, Shaun, do you want to do the intro?
Yep. Welcome to Gamers Watch, episode 50.
50.
Fucking hell. I have got rid of my old bingo list now, so it's a new year, new me, new list. And this because the old one was just half a century, which was just as shit as the other like 4 weeks that I've been doing it.
Okay,
but
so
this
what
new
is the number list going off this time?
This new list has given me multiple choices. So today's is either it's a bullseye or 5050. It's off to work we go.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's the one.
And that is instantly better than the old
go.
list.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you enjoyed this podcast, and even if you don't, be sure to share it with your local cheese and wine shop, and then follow us on Twitter, which is at Gamers Watch Crew. Subscribe to us on YouTube, which is Gamers Watch. No, it's not. It's youtube.com/Gamers Watch. Softly kiss your Christmas food belly, and then also hit the notification bell to be reminded when we're going to premiere, which is every Monday at 7:30 p.m. GMT, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 Central, and 11:30 Eastern. No, Pacific. Eastern,
That's
Pacific.
the one.
Pacific.
The opposite one to Eastern. Western.
Whichever one's furthest away from us.
Hawaii time. I think that's the one.
Pacific's the furthest, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, because they're to the east of us. No, they're to the west of us, so the east coast would be close to us. I don't fucking know. Subscribe.
Yeah, just hit the notification bell.
Buy our bloody merch while you're at it.
Also, massive shout out to the only person that's ever bought our merch. No, actually, no. 3 people have bought our merch. So, Emily has bought our merch. We love you, Emily. Jordan, who is the bare naked builder with the bunny rabbit, has bought our merch. And Zoe and Paul have also bought our merch. So thank you very much. If you want to find our merch or anything else to do with Gamers Watch, go on our link tree. It's in the description of every single episode we do. And it really genuinely doesn't make a difference because the commissions are so small that we barely get a cut from it anyway. But it's cool to see people wearing our shit. So there we go. We are going to start this show with How Was Your Fucking Christmas? So, Shaun, I know that you had an experience over Christmas, didn't you?
Is this the non-gaming experience that we're going on about now? Yeah.
What happened, Shaun?
So in my family, I am basically the Christmas nut. Like, I still get up at like 4 or 5 in the morning every Christmas morning, and just nothing will ever make me hate Christmas. So
not even 15 years of me hating it.
No, that just makes me love it more.
Yeah, it's toughened your resolve.
Yeah, I'm stubborn as well. Yeah, and obviously last Christmas we couldn't really do anything as like a family because of all the lockdown stuff and everything that was going on. So this year I was like, gonna have an actual proper Christmas again where we're all at my parents' house. And then about I think 2 weeks before Christmas, my brother-in-law tested positive for COVID. We didn't know about this until about a week before Christmas. But my very clever and highly intelligent sister decided that the best course of action was not to stay with him after he tested positive, but to run to my parents and live there for 10 days. So obviously she then spread it she got it herself, spread it to my parents. And this was about a week before Christmas. So then, because of that, they were like, oh, well, we'll just go to mum and dad still for Christmas because we're all positive anyway, so it don't matter. And you and Lucia can just sort of stay at home on your own in the flat. I was like, oh, cool.
Ho, ho,
Cheers,
ho.
then. Cheers then. Yeah, and also because we were planning the week before Christmas to go to Essex to see Lucia's dad, but obviously we couldn't risk that because we didn't know if we had caught it, which we didn't in the end, which is even more frustrating because we could have seen him. So yeah.
Merry Christmas. I mean,
Happy New Year.
My Christmas was quite similar in so much that my stepbrother called his granddad a stupid cunt for getting the vaccine and said that his dead grandma is better off without him, which is nice.
What the?
Yeah, all fun and games. Duncan, how was
And
your
a
Christmas?
Partridge in a Mine was all right. It's lovely. Me and Georgia just spent it by ourselves and had all the
Ate
meat,
meat.
from the butcher. I had some familial nonsense. Not quite as horrific as having COVID.
Spreading
Fuck it up.
COVID to family members.
Yeah, it was. My sister was just a bit of a knobhead because she lives in France, voted for Brexit, but complains that she can't come back easy, and then had a go at me for not speaking to her enough, even though she could fucking ring me. But whatever.
Okay.
However,
family's
we
great,
played
mate.
some banging games over Christmas. Did we all?
Yes.
So, Shaun, I'm going to start with you because
Yep.
you heathen, you traitor, you absolute Sony pony scumbag. You played
Audacity of me.
your PS5, you absolute dick. You
I
played
did.
God of War.
How dare you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's become a tradition now, basically, where whenever we have a break, I just play my PlayStation because I don't get time to play it during like the weekly recordings because I'm playing Game Pass games. So yeah, it was the turn of God of War to catch up on this time because I surprisingly never got around to playing it during the PS4
So-
days.
Shaun, I'm going to read your God of War experience in text form, okay? So,
Okay.
first of all, you just explain your experience with God of War because I need to find the messages that you sent. How was
Right.
God of War?
I can't remember sending messages, but okay. It was really good. I think it was a bit slow, I must admit, to get into it. But once the like actual world opened up and you were sort of able to just go where you wanted, it was really good. Only thing, if I had to be picky, wasn't too many like enemies variety wise. Like a lot of the bosses were just the same troll, different color and different element. But other than that, amazing. And I love how it was all sort of continuous. There was no breaks in camera, no like cutscene, like loading screens. Now it was all one continuous flowing camera if you wanted to play it from start to finish in one sitting, which I wouldn't recommend because it took me fucking ages. Took me the
So-
whole 2 weeks.
I'm going to read your two messages. So this sums up Shaun's experience with God of War. On the 22nd of December at 11 o'clock, Shaun sent a message saying, I finally started God of War, but I really want to try the Gunk. And then at 6:50 on the 23rd, so 6:50 in the morning on the 23rd of December, Shaun sent a message saying, whoopsie, pulled an all-nighter playing God of War.
I
So-
just forgot about that. I did as well. I was like, oh, I'll play a few hours before going to sleep. And then Lucia was like, I'm going to go to bed. It's like, okay, I'll do one more hour on God of War since obviously like don't have work and that the next day now. And then I'll come to bed. And then for the first time in I don't know how many years, I'd done the thing where I look out the window and go, oh, it's getting light out.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Whoopsie.
might as well keep playing.
So, Duncan, what were you playing over Christmas?
So I'm trying to finish off like loads of old games to save me keep buying new ones. So I re-downloaded Valhalla, played a couple more hours of it and realised I'm never going to finish it because it's just too fucking big and it's too much shit to do. Dragon's Dogma.
Oh,
Anyone's
very
been playing
nice.
that?
Ooh.
That's a good shout, yeah.
One of my favourite ever games, but I've never got past the DLC, so I'm making a concerted effort to get through that. And then I'm back on Disco Elysium because it was cheap on the Xbox, and it's incredible. Like it's unbelievable how good that is. And then the Gunk. Oh, and also the Project Winter. We had a wicked little community day with Thistledew on Project Winter, which was like ungodly amounts of funny. Like I was crying my eyes out with laughter playing it. And there's particularly a bit where I think me and Shaun were trying to get back to the helicopter, and I was about to die, so I said to Shaun, "You take my gun and go and save yourself." And then he tried to kill me, ran out of bullets, and he died. So I've pretty told it very not funny, but it's a fucking hilarious game.
I did see that clip on Twitter, mind, and it was hilarious. I've seen both of the clips from both perspectives.
I tried to do like the whole mercy killing and just basically blew half his brain out
It
and
failed miserably.
left him in more pain than he was in to begin with.
Do you know what it reminded me
My
of?
eyes out.
I don't know if you've seen the episode of South Park where the homeless people are the zombies, and the guy's like, I'll just have to take the easy way out. And he shoots himself in the face, but just like blows his jaw off. And then it's just him continuously shooting himself for about 2 minutes, just taking chunks out of his body. And then you see him go, "I'll do the easy way." You hear one gunshot and it cuts back and he's completely botched it again. All that video reminded me of is just the botched job suicide.
It's so funny, and I can never trust Paul again. He's the most deceitful little fucker in that game. Like just right in the beginning, he was like, "Oh, Dunk, you come with me. There's a bunker over here," and I'm like, "Yeah, me and Scobie One are going over." And then he's like, "Oh, there's some wolves here. They're going to attack us." And then so I'm trying to kill him, and he just walks up to me. He's like, "I'm so sorry," and then he just murders me. And then he's running around. He's like,
Did he actually apologise?
like afterwards, because if you die, like no one can hear you. So I'm there, like down the mic, like, "You fucking cunt, you absolute fucking piece of shit, you Scottish bastard," and he can't hear me, and I'm going mental. And then afterwards,
proximity chat, isn't it?
yeah. But if you die and you're a ghost, like no one can hear you, so you can't run around and be like, "It's Paul. Paul's a traitor." Like you're just watching him, but you can hear him. So he's going up to like Zoe and Jordan, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Duncan Shaun just got murdered by wolves," and yeah, I picked up his guns. Anyway, I think it's Connor, and then he runs off, and you're sitting there like, "No, don't trust him." It's great. Project Winter, amazing game.
Well, speaking of winter, I don't know how this is going to segue. I've been playing SSX3 on backwards compatibility. It is a 19-year-old game, and oh my God, does it hold up. It looks incredible. If anyone has bought it previously and hasn't played it on one of the series consoles, go and do it immediately. In my mind, it is exactly how this game looked when I was playing it as a kid. And what's really funny is the cutscenes prior to the game starting aren't upscaled. So they're in like 24 frames, 240p, absolute awfulness. And then it cuts to the gameplay. And my God, it's 60 frames per second, 4K quality, absolutely incredible. The controls are a bit iffy because it was in that era where sort of like DualShock had just started to be implemented properly. So it was all a little bit mishmash. But man alive, does that game stand up against like even modern there's a game Shredders coming out in a few weeks in February, and SSX3 looks better than Shredders, which looks like it looks photorealistic, but SSX3 just has something about it.
It looks crisp, doesn't it? With the like the upscale, crisp as fresh snow.
Yeah. Everything. Oh, I like that. That's a good one. Everything about it just works. So yeah, I've been playing SSX3 and I've also played the Gunk.
What are you wearing?
I am wearing
God.
Lucia's Minnie Mouse dressing gown because I don't have one myself, and it feels like -5 in this fucking office.
Jesus Christ, Shaun, that is a look and a half.
It's freezing.
Me.
Did anyone else just hear a seal?
Yes, I did. I'm pretty sure I did. So yeah,
I'd love it if
playing.
I'd love it if like really quietly you can hear ba 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 da ba 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 ba.
Baby. So yeah, I've been playing SSX3, and we'll talk about the Gunk in a little bit. Dutch, what have you been playing?
A mishmash of many things. I've played and finished the Gunk. Finished Halo Infinite, as I think everybody has now. What else have I done? I've been playing Death Stranding for the first time.
Ooh, I've seen a lot of people just getting into that. How is it?
Yes. It's actually, I'm pleasantly surprised by it. Obviously, the vast majority of it is walking. But it's actually intriguing. I don't know how he's managed to make walking semi-interesting, but he has. There's a lot of things you need to contend with. There are obviously environmental factors that you need to get around. You have to balance the weight and things correctly, but the story behind it's very interesting. The world's completely went to shit. Essentially you are able to survive even if you do get swallowed up by these random creatures, but others don't. If others die and you don't get them to an incinerator, they essentially blow up a large section of the area and wipe out anything in the path. So you have to take any dead bodies to an incinerator. However, that's in itself treacherous because it's on a time essentially a time scale. If you don't get it by the end of it, then it blows a giant crater in the planet. But no, it's very intriguing. It's very. I've got about 9 hours into it now, and I'm pleasantly surprised. But I picked it up on CD keys for a whopping £11, so I can't complain.
No, absolutely not. I mean, it's the game that when it was announced and I saw trailers and then gameplay, I still do not like the way that you're explaining it. I still don't think I would even be close to understanding it until I've actually played it, but I don't have a PlayStation.
It is definitely one of those. I've got it on PC myself. CD keys, like I say, on PlayStation, it's still full price. They're doing a whole Nintendo type thing where they just keep the costs of them like soaringly high until the bitter end.
Yeah.
But yeah, on PC, £11. But it is definitely a game where it doesn't make any sense until you actually play it. It's a nice looking game. It's very much same in terms of the environment you're playing for the first large chunk. Like I haven't got to the snowy mountains or anything like that yet. But it is also like when you do come across what they class as the BTs, which are like the ghosts or whatever they are, that is nerve-wracking because you have literally nothing to defend yourself. You've just got this little BB unit, which is a baby, which is essentially someone's baby straight out the womb, while still in the womb, but in this container that has the ability, because it's as in ghosts, or at least what everybody knows of ghosts and spirits and things, animals and newborns and children, etc., are because they're not influenced by getting older and blocking things out, are more prone to seeing things that we can't see yet.
Right, so
we
you
can't
use
see
the
anymore.
babies as like a radar for ghosts.
Yes, exactly. The baby is your radar for ghosts, so it can pick up where it is, and the more it gets upset, the more you know that it starts to cry and it starts to kick off and boot off and things. You know you're getting closer, and it has this little radar that attaches to you.
That sounds horrific. I love it.
It is horrific. It also has essentially, if you get battered around and things like that, it goes into like a shock where it just will not calm down, and you have to go and get it to a rest area to put it back on and kind of rock it to sleep for a bit and let it rest.
Christ.
It is weird, but it's also, like I say, it's just a weirdly intriguing game, and I never thought I'd like it because I was exactly the same as everybody else. I was just like, but you just walk? Like, what's the to do that? But you're actually, the whole point is to try and reconnect areas that have been cut off. So even though you're delivering things, essentially you're only delivering them to these points because it's on the way. So you're saying, right, okay, well, these guys need supplies, so I need to take this with us. And it's like 150 kilos worth of medical supplies or blood transfusion, or it could be human embryos and sperm and things like that to repopulate. It could be literally anything that you need to get from point A to point B, and then you've got to figure out how to get there because the terrain is horrific. Like, you will fall down. But this is where his whole connected universe comes in as well with Hideo Kojima, and it is actually really intriguing. So the entire thing is online, but you don't see any people. So everybody else is in a connected universe. And if they leave behind some ladders to help somebody get up a rocky area, it is there permanently for everybody to use.
Right,
You can drop them like a thank you message to say, thanks for putting these ladders up to help us get up here, because you might not have had the materials to do it. They can also put like a little zip line down to help people traverse that way. They can put bridges over big ravines.
So the entire world is constantly evolving by people playing it.
Yep. So everybody can help each other,
good.
and everybody can help each other traverse the entire world. Like even when you come in, like, you get a little message saying like hundreds of different random people from all over the world have liked things that I've done and thanked us for like putting like ropes and climbing ropes down and ladders and things everywhere. So it is really intriguing, but it's also handy. Like, you don't realize how useful it is until you get into it, and you're just like, oh, thank God someone's put a bridge here.
Yeah.
Nothing on you other than the materials you've got, and you barely get into that area. So I would actually, like, having now played like the best part of 10 hours of it, I would recommend people, if they can get it on sale and not have a PS4 or have a PC that's capable. I mean, you don't even need a powerful PC to play these now. It's like a GTX 1050 or something is the recommended. So it's really low for an entry for a recommended spec.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend picking it up on sale and giving it a try because it's such an intriguing story. It's just so weird. Until you play it, like you say, it just doesn't make too much sense.
Well, it's definitely something that's intrigued me. Sure, maybe you can play it during Season 4 break.
I was going to say, I've only just managed to whittle down my PlayStation games list of things to play now, and it's going to shoot back up again.
Add into the backlog.
Yeah,
Now,
I've only got Days Gone so far left to play.
Oh god, that's long as well.
Yeah, and I've heard mixed things about it, so I'm hesitant about playing.
well,
that
that's the thing. I've heard mixed things about the game we're about to talk about now, which is the Gunk, and I really bloody enjoyed it.
So did I.
It wasn't, it wasn't world beating. It wasn't like Game of the Year material.
I don't think they set out to be though, did they?
No,
I think
they just wanted to make a nice game.
yeah.
And
I
there was a
think-
few things I didn't like the main character. She does my fucking head in, and I don't like the relationship between the two main protagonists. But mate, it looks really nice. Really I loved slurping up the goop.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else.
I bet you do.
I don't know if anyone else just
you
loved
like good
watching the Gunk.
slurping the goop.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else just enjoyed watching the Gunk being like slurped up by your arm sleeve
Sleeping
thing. But
wife.
That part of it reminded me of this. Did you just say?
sleeping wife. God's sake, cheers, Dunks.
that part of the game, it gave me the same like. I don't want to use any words now because they're going to be turned into
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction
There you go.
as Viva Pinata when you like lay out the grass.
Yes,
So like
I
it
know what
like
you mean.
gradually transforms from an absolute shithole to like really nice area. It's just that was the thing I enjoyed the most, was literally just going around slurping it up
Hoovering.
and seeing everything transform.
Gobbling it up.
Yeah, guzzling the Gunk. Yeah, I mean, I just really loved the world that was there. We have to get it out of the way. The two main characters are not great. They
You know what
really
it is?
aren't.
I don't mind the one with the Hoover arm. That's lost her arm, but you never actually technically. Well, you do with a
Rani,
really quick story about how she lost her arm, but not really.
I don't like the relationship between the two.
I don't like the
protagonists.
other one that's just constantly like, I mean, you're meant to be exploring to find things, and she just tries to stop her from exploring at every given opportunity.
Yeah, there's this
Like,
moment, I think about
Jesus,
halfway through, where you see this huge giant alien sculpture. I don't know if this pissed anyone else off, but you see this giant alien sculpture and you scan the tablet in front of it, and it's like, and you're like, wow, I just found this ancient alien race of humanoids on this mysterious planet, and we can decode their language. And the other person's like, yeah, but why would we do that? It's like we're on this alien planet, we found this lost civilization, and the other woman's like, yeah, but you really need to like hoover, like can you just hoover the stuff up, please, because we don't have time for this.
Maybe
And it's
she's
like-
scared of losing someone that she loves, and it's a commentary of familial loss in a post-pandemic world.
Oh.
Maybe, I don't know. It's just some fucking bullshit. I don't know.
Didn't really think of that. But the parts of the game that I really did like was, I thought the gameplay loop was lovely. I really enjoyed they're not really puzzles, but I did enjoy the sort of like mini puzzles that were part of it. The expansions that you can unlock, not expansions, the upgrades that you can unlock, fucking pointless. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
pointless.
It literally no requirement for them by the end of the game.
No,
No,
there's
there was-
one requirement, which is the shooty bullet thing, and that's it.
But you get that, like you have to get that sort of thing.
Yeah,
For
it's
the,
part of
and
the
it's at the
mission
very
to
start of the game.
progress.
Mm.
Yeah,
There was so many times where I was looking at the upgrades and I was like, oh, that means there's going to be some sort of combat that opens up later, and it's just not nothing. It
Nope.
makes me wonder if like there was something to do with the upgrades that didn't make it to final build or not, because they are just utterly pointless.
Yeah.
Completely. That's exactly what I was wondering as well. I was like, oh, maybe we're actually going to get use of these. No.
Because there's one, if I remember right, there's one
And
that
there's an achievement to unlock them all. Why?
Yeah, they do nothing.
Why?
because there's one to distract enemies, isn't there? Like you throw that little disc and it like lights up green.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to distract enemies, but there's no enemies that really need distracting because you just
So you can just hoover them all up.
yeah, you
Yeah.
just suck them all up.
Yeah, you just see them and you just suck them off. I mean, wait, hang on. Suck them up. You suck them up. You don't suck them off.
Well, yeah,
Duncan,
I know.
what did you think about the Gunk then? Because I know that we played it at a similar time.
Yeah, I thought it was like you said, Harry. I thought it was just nice, just a nice little gentle game. I played, I think it's Studio Thunderfall. They did Steamworld Dig, and
Yes.
I remember being similarly hooked by the gameplay loop in that. Can't tell you anything about the story, but I know that I was very addicted to like smashing up stuff rather than sucking it up. And then I played the game.
Duncan smashed, not sucked.
But yeah, I thought it was nice, like a lovely little palate cleanser, like 4 odd hours. It's not groundbreaking by any means.
Look,
yeah,
lovely,
I mean,
look really nice.
It's funny, like the amount of people are like, yeah, it was alright, didn't really like it, but I see loads of people saying they finished it.
Yeah,
which I think is just kind of testament to just how nice it was. Like none of the puzzles were too taxing. I mean, I went into it straight after Halo, so
It's exactly what I did.
Yeah,
Exactly what I did.
So I mean, I loved the campaign in Infinite by the time I finished it, but I needed like just a soft little thing to play with. Before
It doesn't get any better.
We'll caption
yeah,
that.
nice.
Sean, can
Yeah.
you get that in big writing when you're editing this? Duncan
Soft
needed
little
a
thing to
soft
play
little
with.
thing to play with. That needs to be a shirt, definitely. We'll start selling Duncan soft little thing plushies. Now, in a similar...
It should be like those dolls you could get that throw up when you're a kid. It's just a soft little thing that spews out gunk.
We'll get a Harry one as well, where it has like the voice lines and that, but instead of squeezing the hand, you got to put your hand down his pants.
Yes.
Say my name. Oh, whatever it is.
What was it called? Now, in a similar vein to the Gunk coming to Game Pass and it being about...
Feet towels sold separately.
I'll tell you what, before we started recording this, I specifically took my socks off because they were pissing me off, so I am currently stood on a towel. Fucking hate socks.
Take a picture.
Hey,
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll take a picture. So
Just have that as a thumbnail. Just have his feet on it.
One thing I wanted to talk about, it's very similar to the Gunk being like a 4-hour sort of like quick game on Game Pass, is that Mass Effect is coming to Game Pass.
Cheers.
Now, that's about 4 hours long, isn't it? It's just like a really quick, short 4 or 5 hours, you're in and done. What does everyone think about that coming to Game Pass then?
I'm excited for people who haven't had the chance to play it yet.
Yeah, pretty much the same.
Yeah.
and it gives me another reason to play it again.
Now, we do need to call out Paul. There we go. There's my feet on the
Fuck
towel.
me, it actually
I really don't like socks.
put some socks on.
I really don't. I'll tell you what. Shall I show you where my socks are? You guys are horrible to me.
Oh, he's looking at little kids and his feet are sweating, so he's got to put down a towel to hide the evidence.
There's my socks. So, Mass Effect.
Put them on display.
They're on a shelf in front of me. I've only just now thought how weird that is, but I'm just staring at a pair of socks. They're at my eye level, so I'm just looking at a pair of socks.
It's like one of those riddles, like someone's in a field only wearing a bag. What is it? And it's like his parachute didn't open. It's like you enter a room and there's a wet towel on the floor and socks on the shelf. Who was it?
It was Harry from the Gamers Watch podcast. So fuck it, yeah, Mass Effect, whatever, move on. Also, we wanted to say a massive, huge congratulations to everyone at Xbox Era, because their Kickstarter got funded by, I think, 135%, which is amazing. And obviously we had Geordie and John on the podcast. I've also been speaking to a few other guys at Xbox Era who are really, for some reason, keen to get onto the show and talk about sort of the behind-the-scenes stuff that they do. And thankfully, I won't be here to creep them out with my sweaty towel feet. So, man, I don't know why that's so funny. Why is a picture of my
I don't know why.
socks
I
so
don't
funny? Is there any way that we can sell socks through
What
our
else is on your
Teespring?
shelves?
Yes, you can actually. Teespring actually has socks.
Okay, so
I think it's because you've got Pokemon all over your legs, and it's just like you like Pokemon, don't you, little Timmy?
come into my van
Come on,
and
have-
I'll show you some Pokemon. I've got very sweaty feet. Okay,
Oh.
so we've spoken about what we've been playing over Christmas. Duncan, can you intro this next segment? Because I'm going to burst.
2021 was great for games. Will this year be 2020 poo? Get it? Because of 2022. But
Get
I'm,
it, I get
I'm
it.
saying 2020 poo because it might be shit.
I get it.
Because poo rhymes with 2, and this year's 2022 now.
Oh,
so,
speaking of poo,
so the
Oh,
segue.
yeah, my son Theo will only shit in the bath. He will not shit in the toilet. So
Oh.
for him to have a poo, we have to put him in the bath and then scoop his turds out of the bath. So
What is going on at the Lock household?
push him down the plug hole with your big toe, like I did.
it's disgusting. Wait,
Oh my god.
no, I don't want to know.
You know, I told that story.
Yes, you did. Sorry, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Fuck me, what is going on with this show? So, yes, is it going to be 2020 poo? Personally, I don't think so. I think that 2022 will outdo 21, mainly because we're going to have more AAA releases that were delayed from last year, pushed into this year, but also the indie scene is going to be off the chain this year, I think. So yeah, should we do a little round table, go around everyone, and just say like what we're like, maybe a AAA game we're most looking forward to and an indie title that we're most looking forward to this year. So for me personally, AAA title, I cannot wait for Starfield. I saw the dumbest thing on Twitter the other day.
I know you did. I know.
I had to respond to it, and thankfully, you'll all be happy to know I'm now using my own Twitter to respond to stuff and not the Gamers Watch Twitter. But yeah, the tweet was, why are people getting excited about Starfield? We've barely seen anything. It's so why is so many people so excited about the first new IP that Bethesda have released in 25 years that is being described by Tim Howard, the former Manchester United goalkeeper, as Skyrim in space? Yes, please give that to me immediately. It's not online. It's a full single player Skyrim in space. Obviously, people are going to get excited about that. And we have seen gameplay footage. And if people have been paying attention, we have also seen work in progress artwork coming out. And oh my God, I cannot wait. And it's coming out in 10 months' time. I can't wait. So anyone who's saying that we shouldn't be excited by Starfield, you're an idiot. Of course we can. And then my indie release, I really want to play Tunic. Duncan, yourself? AAA and indie?
So my AAA's Elden Ring, which I'm very surprised about. Like, I'm excited about it because I've never finished a Souls game. But I love the lore behind it, but I'm determined to play and finish Elden Ring this year.
Get good.
And my indie is Midnight Fight Express. It was a very short trailer, I think, during E3. Where it's a single dev game, and I bloody love them. It's just you running around beating people up. So I'm gonna play it picturing that they're chavs down the park when I'm kicking them in. So,
Give them a good fucking shit in.
But it looks really cool. It looks like an indie version of an old Sega arcade game called Spike Out, I think it was, where you're just running around hitting people. But basically like an isometric Streets of Rage.
Fair enough.
So
there we go. Dutch, yourself, what are your AAA and indie titles that you're looking forward to this year?
So indie is an easy one for me. Indie's Replaced. The look of Replaced is absolutely phenomenal. I was waiting for something like this with the delay of The Last Night, which Tim Saray has come out and said there will be more info on this year as well. Hopefully we'll see a release date this year for The Last Night. But
am I right in thinking Replaced it's like half 2D, half third person?
voxel art. Yeah,
I have seen that. Yeah, it does look very nice.
It looks unbelievable. So yeah, that's my indie pick for the year. And AAA is harder one to whittle down because I'm excited for a lot of things. I'm naturally excited for Starfield. I don't know what to think of Redfall yet because I don't know anything about it other than it's a co-op open world kind of game. I don't know. So we'll see about that. I can't say God of War as much as I'd love to because there is no definitive date for that this year.
Oh shit! I just remembered Atomic Heart comes out this year as well.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
Atomic Heart, Stalker 2.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I would say for the more recent ones that are coming out, I'm most excited for Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah, that does look really fucking good.
Yeah, so yes. Yeah, Horizon for AAA so far and replaced for indie.
And we'll go on last, but by no means least, Shaun,
Thanks.
AAA and indie release.
I'm also going to pick a couple. So the AAAs that I'm most looking forward to are basically Horizon and God of War. But as Dutch said, God of War doesn't have a definitive release date yet, so it might not be this year. There is a few that I'm not really excited about, but more just curious to see how they go. Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
yes,
I said it a little while ago, WWE 2K22, because the last one was such a mess that the yearly release got canned. So it's been 2 years now since a WWE game, and the release date's different because normally it comes out. I think it's around October time because SummerSlam in August is when they start doing proper promos for it. And this time it's coming out alongside the Road to WrestleMania, which means I will be in my peak wrestling mood. So I'm curious to see how that's going to come out.
When the AEW game's coming out, because I'm
no idea. I haven't really heard anything about it. I'm going to look it up now while
I'm really excited about that. I know Harry, you fucking hating every second of this.
It's okay.
but it's
going to be our Let's Play.
Yeah. I mean, it's being made like the old N64 wrestling games, like No Mercy, which were the best. So.
It's made by Jukes as well, isn't it? Who made the WWE games up until a few years ago.
It's the former SmackDown studio.
Yeah, Jukes. So, because, Jukes have made the WWE games for donkey's years, and then 2K bought the license, and they basically just had a falling out. And they sort of left halfway through development of the last game, which is why it is an absolute pile of shit. And led to this point. And then indie games, Stray, just because I want to play as Cat, and 2 Point Campus, I think, is supposed to be this year.
I think it is,
and I love 2 Point Hospital.
I just want to add another indie game.
Stray and 2 Point Campus, my indies.
Another indie game I want to add to the list is Tunic. Did I say Tunic? No, I didn't say Tunic.
You said Tunic.
You did say Tunic.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I said Tunic. Another game that I wanted to add to the list for, I would say it's indie, is Scorn. I'm really excited about Scorn.
Somerville.
Being pushed. Oh, shit, yeah, Somerville. That looks decent as well.
Oh, I've got loads I've just thought of now.
Anna Crucis.
This is the problem, there are so many indie specifically as well. There was a lot of indie games coming out this year that I can't wait for.
Anna Crucis comes out this year as well.
That's in a couple of weeks. Anna Crucis,
yeah, it is, isn't it?
I think.
I think it comes out as preview, doesn't it, on Game Pass?
Yeah.
I've got another indie. Sorry, is that Haunted Chocolatier? I don't know how you pronounce it.
Oh yes, the Haunted Chocolatier.
By the Stardew guy. I'm going to lose it when it comes out.
It's basically, the way he's described it is it's Stardew Valley but spooky.
Right on my street.
Yeah.
Me and George just started a farm on Stardew Valley over Christmas, which, as I'm sure you can imagine, I was very happy about.
Yeah.
What was it?
That's another amazing game I didn't even think of. Holy shit.
I'm trying to remember what I called my Stardew farm now.
Is this one you started over Christmas?
No, it's the last one I've done, but I when we were talking about Stardew just before Christmas, I loaded it up again and I forgot that I'd called my farm the name and spent about 15 minutes laughing to myself, much to Lucia's confusion, because she doesn't get why I think I'm hilarious.
Oh shit!
So I'm gonna have to think
Forza
about it.
Motorsport this year as well?
No, not officially.
Oh, rumoured to be, isn't it? Yeah. Rumoured to be. Yeah, I think 2022 genuinely is going to be an absolute proper banging year. Even more so. I mean, maybe even Cyberpunk Next Gen version might come out this year. Who knows? Who fucking knows?
Remembered I just remember what it was called. So
Oh,
there's a
God.
film called The Greasy Strangler, and
Right.
it's a shit film, like one of those ones where you have to watch it because it's so bad. And
They're the kind of films I love. Horrifically bad.
Yeah, if you've got people to watch it with, I would suggest watch it because you will just laugh nonstop through it. And there was a guy in it called Ricky Prickles, I think.
What?
And
Ricky Prickles.
I'm pretty sure that was it. It was Ricky Prickles.
Is that even
So
real?
I named my farm Ricky Prickles Pickle Farm. Yeah, I was on the Wikipedia now. Ricky Prickles.
Ricky Prickles. What?
Ricky Prickles Pickle Farm.
Did you have any
For
pickles?
all your pickling needs. No, I don't. If I remember right, pickles aren't actually. Are they
so
in
you
Stardew?
can't even get pickles.
I'm going to send you all a clip of the Greasy Strangler for you to.
Sounds like someone you
remember
describe
watch
as a
it.
bit short-tempered. If they're having a bad day, they're a bit prickly. But he's being a bit Ricky today. A little bit Ricky Pickles. They steer clear.
Well, speaking of pickles, the games industry shit.
Is that your segue?
That's my segue. That's my segue.
Oh, haven't we missed a bit? We were going to talk
Have we?
about what we wanted to any gaming goals.
Oh, yeah,
We've got
gaming
this year.
goals.
Any gaming goals?
I want to complete more games, and I also want to stop being such a negative, boring cunt. So I'm going to try and play more games with people that I like. Yeah, that's my goal. Shaun, what goals have you got?
To clear my backlog.
Well, we're the wrong sort of
PlayStation-
podcast for that because we're a Game
PlayStation
Pass
and
one.
Xbox games, because I've still got. I'm trying to think what Xbox games I've got left to play that I actually own, not like Game Pass ones. Child of Light, I still need to complete that.
Mm-hmm.
For how long's that been now that you first showed me that
10
on
years.
like the 360 or wherever it came out on?
Yeah, about 10 years.
Brilliant
yes,
game, that mind. Really
I
great
do
game.
love it. It's just for some reason I never get through a whole playthrough, and then when I do get around to playing it again, I start again. I bought Gears Tactics, so I've still got that to finish. I think I'm about halfway through that, and then there was one more game.
Days Gone.
I can't remember what it was. Yeah, Days Gone on PlayStation. That's the only one I've got left on PlayStation.
Now Death Stranding
and now Death Stranding.
and Horizon when that comes out and God of War.
Yep. I ain't gonna complete this backlog.
Nope. And then,
Oh, and Persona 5. I still need to play that
yeah,
because apparently that's really good.
lots and lots and lots of games. Duncan, yourself, what is your gaming goal this year?
Similar to you, mate. Just play more with pals. Playing Project Winter with everyone felt like I was taking antidepressants. I was so happy after we stopped playing. So much fun. More of like a resolution, even though I hate them, is to stop fucking pre-ordering games, because the last two games that I pre-ordered were GTA and Battlefield. So I've had a fucking mare.
Yeah. Not done. Did you see that Battlefield 2042 is currently $5 pre-owned?
I'm
Really?
so fucking annoyed about it. It's my own fault. I shouldn't have bought it. The gold edition. So I bought the gold edition because I bloody love Battlefield, yeah. The season pass that you get free with it isn't out till fucking March, which is you having a Jeff. And then it's already discounted. And if you buy it, you get a fucking Xbox gift card. Why are you taking a piss? Why did I fucking buy it? Cunts. So fuck EA. I just like, it's terrible. I there's no coming back from Battlefield. Utter shit.
And Dutch,
So, yeah.
your gaming resolutions for the year?
Try to whittle down and complete a lot more of these games that I've got in the backlog. I'm trying to do that now with a lot of the PlayStation titles. But I did one of my resolutions from last year that was hit 100,000 gamer score.
Bosh.
So I might smash through that. So I'm gonna try and be a little bit more Mr. Neutral and play and finish a lot more of my PlayStation games, because I've got a backlog much longer on there than I do on Xbox of games that I yet to complete. But the problem with PlayStation games is, outside of like God of War, which was like 20 hours full start to finish, the rest of them are massive open worlds like Ghost of Tsushima, which I've got and I haven't finished. Spider-Man I haven't played through yet. That's like 20 odd hours, another 20 or 30 hours if you include everything. Then you've got Days Gone, which I've yet to finish. The Last of Us 2, which I'm yet to finish. So yes, I have a backlog
A
quite
few.
lengthy on there, and they're all long games.
I think that's one of the things this for not this year, but the year just gone, that I enjoyed the most was the amount of shorter games I've played. Because it's so nice to be able to complete a game within like
Yeah.
a few sit-ins and know
That's
that
why I always end up going to some indie game, because
Yeah.
indie games are just like nice little bite-sized chunks you can finish in like 1 or 2 sittings.
Yeah, so like XO1 that I did the review on a few weeks ago was one sitting. I completed it in an evening. The Gunk, I completed it over 2 sittings. Death's Door was about 10 hours that it took to complete that. It was like maybe 2 weeks of playing that, maybe a couple of hours a night. Lake, which I've absolutely fallen in love with, is sort of like 6 or 7 hours. So they're not like these time-heavy investments that you need to make. And I genuinely wouldn't have played a lot of them. I mean, Lake is like 20 quid. There's no way I would have bought that, but it's on Game Pass. Shove it in, 7 or 8 hours of a lovely story. It's just, yeah, it's such a great thing just to dip in and out of different games. And if you don't like it, then, you know, play something else. It's not a big deal. So yeah, some nice resolutions there. Nice, warm, comfortable, nice and wholesome. Now we'll move on to fuck me, the games industry shit. This isn't going to be a negative.
We always come round to this point.
No, Duncan, you explain what this next bit is, because I looked at it and I was like, let's fucking moan for an hour. But it's not that, is it?
No, it's not. So just a little bit of fun, yeah? So I thought it would be fun to have some wild predictions on how the games industry will fuck up again this year. So, for example, will Bobby Kotick finally get his shins kicked in? Which publisher will be this year's massive nonces? Will AAA games stop being released in a state that makes my bollocks itch? Cat ears. So, there you go. I'm only joking.
Okay, so I've already got my prediction, and my prediction is that having seen all of these companies try and fail to implement NFTs into their games, this year's FIFA, so FIFA 23, Ultimate Team packs will be NFTs, and they will implement an NFT trading option into Ultimate Team. That is my guess as to what will happen.
Bastard, that's going to happen, isn't it?
And the thing is just to keep things into perspective, I'm guessing we all saw the tweet today where there's only actually 400,000 wallets that have NFTs that are video game based, and anyone can set up multiple wallets. So although there's a lot of outcry about these non-fungible tokens in video games, it's still a very, very small minority of people that are buying these things.
Yeah.
But Square Enix are doing it, and I think EA will be the next one. And I genuinely think that FIFA Ultimate Team will be NFT based. That's my shitty prediction. Duncan, yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it was mainly around NFTs. I guess I feel like they'll be a success only for the idiots who want to buy into them. I don't think they'll be, maybe not this year, but in the next couple of years, I think they will fall on their arse a little bit, because I don't think people are actually that interested outside of the crypto bros or whatever they call them. I think you've only got to look at what the Square Enix president came out, and he's basically saying, you know, we're not really making games for fun anymore. So good luck with that. And I think maybe I said it when Thomas Salah was on. I was like, there are amazing AAA games coming out, but I think there probably is quite a bit of like apathy setting in towards them, because they're kind of released in shitty states. So I think publishers like Ubisoft, etc., will take the piss to such an extent people will just be like, nah, fuck off then. And I think you said it earlier, Harry, where this year I reckon indie games will explode even more so this year, because they are the fucking best. And I've just got one little prediction that you're all going to hate me for.
Okay.
I have a feeling that Starfield is going to be in a shit state when it releases. I think it's going to be amazing because I fucking love Skyrim. If you look at the history of Bethesda, they're riddled with fucking bugs.
They're not bugs, they're features.
So, and because it's got a set release date now, and they've real bigged it up. Unless the game was finished last year and they're just tinkering with it, I'm very nervous. I don't know. I'm not that fucking invested, but I have a horrible gut feeling that there's going to be so many fucking bugs.
They're going to Bethesda it.
And the outcry of fucking PlayStation dickheads on Twitter is just, I'm just going to delete the app for a month when it comes out because fuck that noise.
So your prediction is that Starfield is going to basically cause the rise of the Pegasus Nation and the entire PlayStation fanboy Twitter will just turn into like this self-replicating AI and will take over all of social media.
Whenever I hear that Pegasus Nation thing, does anyone here watch the US Office or has ever watched it?
Yes.
You know when Dwight is selling Princess Unicorn and then Michael Scott walks in, he's like, "Hey, Princess Unicorn, my horn can pierce the sky." That's the only thing I can think about. Like, is that their little secret handshake? The Pegasus Nation meet up and they touch their tips on the fucking unicorn horn. Oh dear. Fucking what a bunch of sad cunts.
Well, moving on from that,
Shaun.
Shaun, your prediction?
I don't think I can really make a better prediction for like NFT wise or AAA industry wise than
who's going to be the next
FIFA thing. That's what I was going to go for. I was going to go for who will be the next massive nonces.
I'll tell you what. Let's do this whole thing. Nonce watch. Shaun, off you go.
The eye's been on them before because there has been some controversy, but I thought with the new big IP they've got a game releasing for, I'm going for Quantic Dream and David Cage again.
Nonce watch. You heard it here first. Shaun Quaintance of the Gamers Watch podcast has outed Quantic Dream as massive nonces.
Is it this morning where they've got like a massive map of the UK? I can imagine Shaun just hopping around this giant map.
Nonce watch.
It's like Crime Watch. It's just Crime Watch. Yeah. Shaun just drives around the UK, just points at people and goes, "He's a nonce," and then gets in a van and drives off.
Nonce watch.
A bit like Trigger Happy TV. He just sets up an interview. "Hello, sir, are you a nonce?" And then just runs off. Yeah.
Yes, I am actually.
I knew it. Nonce watch. You get to wear the nonce hat.
Over Harry and Duncan in the studio.
Thank you there, Shaun. Now, in tomorrow's news, we're going to see a low band of nonces spreading easterly, and we're going to see a high-pressure nonce coming from the southwest. It's going to push the nonces up north, and you're going to have a lot of nonces just congregating around parks in and around the Pennines.
How to spot a nonce. Firstly, look for where their socks are placed in the room. Are they on their feet or are they on a shelf?
Standing on a towel.
Are they putting your hands down their pants?
You've got a nonce.
Do they piss themselves when recording podcasts?
You have a nonce. Nonce watch.
Gotta catch them all.
These 7 easy ways to detect a nonce. Number 4 will shock you.
Gone sexual. Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh my lord.
I'm so sweaty.
Anyway, Dutch, what's your predictions?
To be honest, I can see the whole NFT thing. I was quite baffled with Square Enix coming out and just completely not reading the room at all.
It is so bizarre.
Their largest, most successful IP for God knows how long is Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah.
The reason they've had to shut down the servers is because they haven't got enough room to take on new people right now. The reason they don't do that is because they don't have the servers. The reason they don't have the servers is because they don't have the infrastructure there. The reason they don't have the infrastructure there is because there's not enough CPUs and GPUs to be able to create these servers in the first place due to fucking cryptocurrency mining bullshit. So it's a roundabout circle that they're causing themselves and have an issue with themselves that they're now continuing to create issues with by creating this NFT bullshit in the first place.
All I can think of is it's that meme where the kid sticks a stick through his front tire on his bike and it's just Square Enix and the stick is just cryptocurrency and then it's the guy on the floor just going, "Oh, no one wants to play new IPs." like, yeah, they're literally causing their own issues. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. The entire reason that they don't have the server space is because of NFTs and cryptocurrency.
Yep.
Fuck
And yet
me.
here we are.
Yeah. Who needs to make fun games when you can make money?
Square Enix and nonces.
Yeah.
Square Enix, you're a nonce.
Oh,
So, oh man, Nonce Watch. That's the dumbest thing we've ever done. Christ alive. Can we sell Nonce Watch socks? Please. Sean, can you just sell a pair of white socks on our Teespring that just says Nonce Watch?
in Comic Sans.
Yes, in Comic Sans. Absolutely yes. Oh my god. And then we'll sell a picture of the Nonce Watch socks as an NFT. And then we'll get Geordie Shaun to screenshot the picture of our socks and he can sell that as an NFT screenshot. Oh my god. Fucking Nonce Watch. Somehow that leads us on to 2022 Game of the Year predictions. I don't know how. Fucking Jesus. I don't know. Game Awards are full of nonsense. Fuck knows. My Game of the Year prediction is God of War. I genuinely think Ragnarok is going to be Game of the Year. I don't think anything will match it this year. And that's even if it does come out this year. Hopefully it does and they don't have to delay it again. But yeah, my pick is God of War. Dutch, what do you think is an early contender for Game of the Year 22?
You know what it is? As much as we know Starfield will be full of bugs, because of the hype surrounding it, I think it stands a chance of getting Game of the Year 22.
Shaun?
Mario and Rabbids Spark of Hope.
Fuck.
How did we know?
Fuck's sake. No, seriously, Shaun.
It's if God of War releases this year, I can see God of War getting it. If not, it's a toss-up between Elden Ring and Starfield.
Yeah.
I personally, I would probably go for Elden Ring more just because I really like the Souls games, but I can see either of them taking it, to be fair, if they both release in a playable state.
And Duncan, your totally accurate Game of the Year prediction.
Yeah, I've gone God of War as well. Funny enough, just beforehand, me and Dutch were talking about the last one, both saying if I could play the first one again, completely fresh, I'd love to, because I thought it was incredible. Excuse me. But if it doesn't come out, yeah, I reckon Elden Ring will nab it, because everyone who's played it has said it's incredible so far.
I'm actually going to try it. I absolutely hate Souls games, but I keep seeing people like waxing lyrical. And how many times a year, Shaun, do I message you like, I want to try Souls again?
At least 12.
Yeah.
And I still stand by my opinion that the Souls games are best played in co-op.
Yeah, but
They're
I don't
so
like
fun in
playing
co-op.
co-op games. I don't like interacting with people.
But I mean, like, I love the Souls games, and even I don't play them single player. It's usually me and Matt that will play it co-op.
I think
it's just so fun that way.
The first time I ever played a Dark Souls game was after the party at your house, Harry, and everyone was still asleep when I woke up on a sofa and started playing Dark Souls 3 because I didn't know what to fucking do with myself. So, thanks for that.
What was this party that was at Harry's?
I'm fairly certain you were there, Shaun. I really genuinely think you were there. It was at the flat. I'm fairly certain that you were there.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't at the flat. It was a
oh
big
no,
house.
it was at the cottage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it my mum's house? Yeah. No, I just don't think I invited you, Shaun.
Sounds about right.
The guy was
there was a party we had. It was actually the same night as the one where I woke up with a cramp, screaming in agony, and you looked up and then fell back asleep.
And then shoved your hand down the pants.
To touch your reckons.
Take your socks off, put them on the shelf. Go ready for business.
Let's get it on. I can feel it trying, baby. Try to hold feelings for so long. Okay, yeah, Shaun, carry on.
Oh, and there was someone that turned up a bit later.
It was Duncan.
In the day. And I can remember I didn't know them, so it might have actually been that night. And me and Duncan might have actually met at some point and just not known.
No, because you picked me up at the train station.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It wasn't.
I don't think it was in.
I think that I'm pretty sure.
I think they turned up.
The only thing I remember is your mate with the Heskey shirts was there.
Gary.
And I was like, why'd you like Heskey for, you fucking idiot? I was being really horrible to him.
Do you remember someone with like curly long hair and me and Harry trying to shove them in a taxi because they were like out of it?
No. I don't
It probably wasn't the same night then.
Oh, that was when Callum shit himself, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, talking of shitting ourselves, should we move on to game in 60 seconds?
Oh, yeah, right then.
How?
Because it's really shit. And we do it ourselves. I don't know,
It's
mate.
not
This is my last
shit.
episode. I don't fucking care, do I? So, we have a couple of clues that we need to give away from last time. I remember the answer to mine, but I don't remember the clue. So, Shaun and Duncan, if you go first.
It was probably a Fritzl joke.
It was.
was a
I don't
Fritzl
remember
joke.
the exact Fritzl joke. It
It
was
was
something
like Fritzl's left his basement.
Oh, no,
They've only let him out again or something.
They've only gone and let
Yeah.
Fritzl out. Yeah. That was Undungeon, because of course Fritzl makes a return. Shaun, put the picture up on the screen of your game in 60 seconds. If you have it, shove it in the Discord as well.
Yeah, let me put it up in here. Speaking of putting hands down pants, that segues
God.
conveniently into my last game in 60 seconds, didn't
Yeah,
it?
I forgot about that. So, Shaun, for our audio listeners, the picture that you're about to put in Discord is you
Taking its time. There it is.
taking socks out of your pants. And what were you doing there, Shaun?
I was unpacking.
Yes, you were. And Duncan, what was your clue last week?
My Buzz Lightyear pants.
Mine was "You don't have one, you effing rat."
And what was that?
And that was Backbone.
That was indeed. Now, have we all got our game in 60-second clues this week?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so Duncan, you go first.
Okay. I've got COVID. Ah!
What? Hang on. Do that again.
I've got COVID. Ah!
Okay. I genuinely...
My Google Home just told me it's time to go to bed.
I've ruined it.
My microphone caught that.
I heard it as well. I have literally no idea what that could be, Duncan.
Anyone? Any clues?
No idea.
No.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll give you that one.
Yeah, shit.
Yep.
My one is I'm French and everything hurts. I'm French and everything hurts. Any clues there?
No.
I'm French and everything
I'm
hurts.
French and everything hurts. That is.
Wow! Oh my god!
Fucking hell.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I'm French and everything hurts.
Oh, Jesus
That is-
Christ.
Fucking dreadful.
It's the best one I've ever done.
If you don't get the same amount of bullshit from Zoe and Paul about Astria Ascending for that, then I'm having a fucking
No
word.
way. No, that one works. That one 100% works. I'm really happy with that one.
As long as you are. So that's all that
Oh, I
Shaun,
can't believe that.
right, Shaun, we need your game in 60 seconds picture clue. So if you could please pop that in the Discord so we can all laugh.
Preview in 3. Oh, wait, where's it gone? 3, 2, 1.
Oh my
Fitting.
That's not your clue, is it?
No, I was literally scrambling to make that while you were saying your clues. No, this is my actual one right here.
Right.
I know what it is.
So that is a man
got
with
it.
fire next to a wall. Duncan, you've already got that.
I've got it, yeah.
I have absolutely no clue. Does it help if you know who that person is?
Oh, it's two people, isn't it?
Yeah, it's two different people.
What? Is it?
Yeah, the body is a real body and the head is a video game head.
Right, okay.
Is that the body of Cain?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you get the heads, you'll get it straight away.
Is that?
Yeah.
No, there's no Kane and Lynch games on Game Pass, is there?
No. Oh, I forgot about them game.
Who is this, Shaun? And what is this game?
Can I guess it?
This. Yeah, you can go for it.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll give you that one. That's a bit better than I'm French and everything hurts. Slightly better. Well, I'm a bit sad now, guys. Because
All right, we'll see you later then. Thanks, everyone.
fuck off. No, I want to have my 5 minutes. You absolute
But
Bobby
you get
Bellsmith.
50 of our usual episodes.
I think I've been doing a bit better recently. Yeah, so the instructions that Duncan have given me is outro, nice message from Harry as he goes away for a bit. So if you have your bingo cards out...
Take him out the back and shoot him. Yeah.
I'm going to a special farm. Where all of my dogs have gone. No, I am going to be away from the podcast for the next few weeks to months. As you all know, if you've been playing Harry Bingo this week, I have a little boy on the way. And with that and work and the toddler and everything else involved, it means that I just don't have time to do the podcast at the moment. Actually getting a bit choked up. Really, really bizarre. I'm leaving in really, really good hands. Sean and Duncan are properly great mates.
You say that.
What?
NONCE watch has begun.
All the graphics will be changed. The title will be changed.
Yeah, I'll come back and it will just literally be a wrestling podcast.
Game in 3 seconds.
Yeah. And every single clue will just be mankind being thrown 16 feet off of a cage onto an announcer's table. But no, genuinely, I just wanted to say thank you, Shaun and Duncan, for the amazing ride that we have had over the last year. It is literally just over a year that we've been doing it, 50 episodes. And I've only missed one, and I'm really annoyed that I missed one, but I was ill. Yeah, I don't really know what more I can say other than how proud I am of how far we've come so far with this ridiculous show. Some of the people that we speak to, some of the guests that we've had, yourself included, Dutch, some of the content that we've created, I genuinely think is some of the funniest and best content that we've ever made. Me and Shaun used to do a YouTube channel years ago. It was called Curiosity Studios when we tried making video games, and it's really difficult. And we made some Let's Plays and we did some podcasts, and they were really, really bad, like properly shittily bad. So to see how far me and Shaun have taken this, and you know, Shaun, you're like one of my best mates. I've known you for more than half my life. And Duncan, I would obviously say that you're one of my best friends as well.
Not enough to be invited to parties, obviously, though.
No. But to see where this show...
A few more years. We get there.
But to see where we've taken this show in what really is a small amount of time, and the fun that I've had and the people that we've met, it's going to be strange not recording every Tuesday at 9 o'clock. And yeah, don't really know what more I can say other than please, everybody, enjoy the content that Shaun and Duncan will be making over the next few weeks and months. I will try and be back as soon as possible, but, you know, if I've got a toddler and a 3-month-old baby, that's probably going to be difficult. I'm going to try and make content as much as I can, so there might be a few more reviews here and there. I might do the odd appearance on the show. But yeah, it's weird because we're at this critical point at the moment where I feel like we're building towards something really special, and to have to stop that, it's going to be strange, but also really nice to see what Duncan and Shaun do with the show. But I couldn't be leaving it in safer and better hands. So thank you, Shaun and Duncan, for being great mates, is what I want to say. And until next week, keep on gaming. No, fuck! I got it wrong.
Jesus Christ.
It wouldn't be an episode. It wouldn't be an episode where you get it right.
Can't even do my exit
you can't go out getting things right.
No. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, all the listeners. Thank you to
thank you, Duncan.
Thank you, Duncan, for showing up this week.
It's all right.
Appreciate it. No, honestly, really, some of the friends that we've made doing this show is incredible. I mean, Duncan, we hadn't spoken properly for a few years, had we?
No, just the odds wading into arguments with other people on Facebook.
Pretty much.
As far as it went, yeah.
We've met, like, the little group of people that we've got in the DM chat on Twitter. Like, every single person in there makes me laugh on a daily basis. Emily said it perfectly the other day that she speaks to the people in our DM group, which is currently called Duncan's Hair Appreciation Gang, speaks to people in that group more than she speaks to her friends in real life. And yeah, we've just made this really solid group of friends and this amazing community. And I'm sad that I can't be there within the next few months to watch it grow. But I'm sure that it will. And yeah, just thank you, everyone. Love you all. And yeah, see you later. Bye. I don't know what to say. Rambling. Duncan, Shaun, anything you'd like to say to me before I go?
All the best, I guess.
Yeah. Good luck with the being dad ×2.
Double daddy all the way.
Double daddy. And stop putting Shannon's hands down your pants.
Yeah, or I'll have a third baby.
Wait,
I mean, that's not quite how it works.
It does. Don't really smear.
I feel the cog sticking then. I was like,
She's just going to smear it inside herself. That'll work.
While you're off, I heard there's a good biology course on Open University.
Yeah, I'll have to give that a go because I'm having doubts now whether these are my kids. So thanks for throwing that up in the air, Shaun. Yeah, no, genuinely, thank you, everybody. Have an amazing couple of months, guys. If there's anything that you need, obviously I won't reply back because I'm on hiatus and whatever. Everyone will be happy to know that I'm going to be on Twitter less.
You'll be on us all the time. Even our new episode, lads. Yeah, you will. You can't stay away. You'd love us to.
Yeah, no, I can't stay away.
Yeah.
But the good news is that I think Shaun will probably be changing the password on Twitter. No, don't do that because I still want to argue with dickheads on Twitter.
I was going to say, I'm not going to change the password.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just have to try not to get in arguments with nonces on this week's Nonce Watch. And on that...
Also, can you, for the end of this episode, can you, I know you don't like wrestling, but there's an Undertaker thing that he done when he was supposed to retire the first time.
Okay.
Where he left his hat in the middle of the ring. Can you record yourself leaving your socks in front of your laptop and just walk off?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Just folding up the towel.
Okay. All right. I'll do this as I'm recording the video. I will also
just put squelchy noises in when he walks away as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then come up with the Saudi Arabia show. Yeah.
So, Shaun, we ready to do the outro then?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dutch, thank you very much for coming on this week. Really appreciate it. Thank you for being part of my farewell tour. Duncan, as always, appreciate you jumping in. Really
Thanks for having me, mate.
You're great, mate. And I'm recording. So from me, keep on listening.
And keep on gaming.
And I'm grabbing the sock and I'm putting the sock on the table, patting the sock. Down go the headphones. Bye-bye, everyone.